So you have a buddy who owns a firework company?
I do.
Yeah, here in Oklahoma. We'll give it a shout out. What's the name? Do you remember?
I do not know. It's because every time I drive by it, it's like the biggest thing that I see is wholesale fireworks or wholesale. So what it is like it's a big warehouse, it's a big white warehouse, and they basically do holiday stuff. So 4th of July, it's wholesale fireworks. Halloween, it's wholesale Halloween.
Gotcha.
You know, and all that. So, but I remember it mostly for the fireworks.
Fair enough.
But I don't actually know the name of the business. I don't think there is one.
Well, you can't shout it out then.
Yeah.
Well, owning a fireworks business is kind of a fun little summer gig. You can make some money if you get a good location and you kind of know what you're doing. But it's pretty easy to get going. It's a little expensive because you do have to put out a lot of upfront capital.
Yep.
And then it's a risk. You have to hope that you sell through all of your inventory so you can get money back. But the margins on fireworks are pretty incredible. Most things are at least marking it up 200 or 300%. So $10, you're selling it for 30 or even 40 or $50.
From what I understand, one of the biggest things there is location.
Right.
Like even more so.
And the ticket to that is you just find people who have land or a good spot, and you can rent out just a portion of their parking lot. So if there's a business or a strip mall or something like that, you can just kind of pound the pavement looking for a good location. You go out and you just ask the landlords, like, hey, can I put a little tent in the corner of your parking lot?
One of my employees, my former employees, his uncle's house backed up to a field, and on this field, it was like a field in the middle. They had like three sides of the field were like houses that had backyards backing up to it.
Right.
And the local fireworks stand guy would do his own show on like the 5th of July.
Oh, just to burn through the rest of
the inventory and stuff. And it was so cool because I went out with him one time and we all just basically tailgated in his backyard.
That's pretty fun.
And it was pretty awesome.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of an interesting business model. You know, it only really lasts for a month if you're doing 4th of July. You get a tent, you get your wholesale fireworks. You can even get a tent with the wholesale fireworks. If you go through like T&T fireworks, they'll provide you everything that you need to kind of get things going. You find a location, and then depending on your locale, your state and your local ordinances, you have to check those. But sometimes you need like a sales tax or a fire marshal permit or something like that. But otherwise, it's pretty straightforward and simple.
Yeah, no, it is a pretty simple business. I think the only thing I've heard is that like people do get in trouble by not quite knowing what they want, what they need to buy in inventory.
Yeah, well, so that's the hardest with almost any business is just what are people going to be excited to buy? You know, what inventory management in general.
Yeah. And then, you know, they always have those last minute sales. And then when do you start reducing your prices to get rid of inventory?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of, the 2nd through the 4th, those are the biggest days. And then kind of tail end of that 4th, you start the fire sale. And then I think you can still sell after the 4th of July, but that's when the prices
I mean,
go
there
way
are
down.
places that sell year round.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, like my friend's place. I mean, I'm sure if you went in there, there's probably a section of that that's always devoted to fireworks, because I'm sure he's always got inventory.
To give a proper shout out to your friend, it's Fireworks Warehouse OKC.
Thank you.
Located at 2820 Northeast 50th Street.
All right. Shout out to that guy.
But I mean, he's always got a giant ass banner up there that's just like whatever the holiday is. So I'm sure that most people in Oklahoma City don't know the actual name of the business.
Just the fireworks building.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
They know where to go. You know, if it's 4th of July, I go there. If it's Halloween, I go there.
But, you know, I do think it is an interesting business if somebody, you know, starting out or if they have a little extra capital wanted to just give it a shot. There's not a huge risk. I mean, obviously the risk is not selling through all of your inventory, but as long as you get a halfway decent location, you're probably going to at least make your money back or not lose that much.
Yeah, I would say that these days there are probably numerous forums and stuff where people who own fireworks stands talk about the business. They talk shop, and you could go learn, you know, pretty much everything you need to know.
I wonder if it's like a secretly cutthroat industry too. Like people, you know, this is my corner. Like they'll stab you if you try to take their corner over.
No, that is actually a thing. Yeah. There are some true crime stories about that very thing, about cutthroat and people actually like fireworks beating people up or you know, other stuff. Like you can look that up real quick, but I mean, for real.
That is wild.
I mean, this is only a little short right now, so it's not, We don't have time to go into it, but I've read a few fascinating stories on that.
I know there's some cutthroatness in like the food truck game, but I didn't know about the firework
I
game.
bet you there's in some places there's a little bit of a fireworks mafia.
You think so?
know?
Yeah. I bet so, especially small towns. Like you probably can't open one in a small area.
Yeah.
They'd be like, you are in our corner. You need to get out of here.
I would bet that's probably true.
Yeah. Well, anyway, good and interesting business to look into if you're looking to kind of get your toes wet in owning your own business.
I would think so. I have a story about being in China, trying to do a 4th of July celebration in China.
Okay. I think we got just
Do we
enough
have time, Calvin?
Yeah, about 30 seconds.
Okay, 30 seconds. My boss tried to do a 4th of July celebration in China on the 4th of July, found out he could not buy any fireworks because they were all already sold out for American 4th of July.
So the place that manufactured them
Right.
ran out because they
Right.
just shipped everything.
Yep. The only thing he could get there was firecrackers because they always have those.
Fair enough.
So there you go.